All right, guys. So just a quick update. This is not this week's video. This is just a little update on kind of showing you what I'm doing. So I had to scrap this guy because it wasn't sitting properly on here. I had made that cap, I think I showed you, kind of like this. It was a cap that would sit on there like that. And when I made it for this one, it didn't work out. So in the garbage, I'm printing out a new one. In the meantime, I made this little coil jig so that I can wind some of these triangular coils, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know. I mean, you see them all the time. They're used all the time in the windmill generator types. They always have these, and they have them encased in, resin, going all the way around. So I made this is 24 gauge, 160 turns. I actually counted the turns this time, which is amazing. I never count the turns. But I'll see what the resistance is or what the ohms are. It was just, I didn't take my time to wind it or anything like that. It's not going to be like a really good coil. It's just kind of like a test to see how I like this setup. I printed this out and then I put this on, and then I put some screws and washers on here to hold it from popping out. And I don't know. I mean, it's okay. It's kind of lopsided. Well, actually, it's not. It's just because these are kind of lopsided. But it is a little lopsided. But I don't know if I'm going to do this. I did order and got in a big keg of wire, I guess you'd call it, of 23 gauge, which is what I'm going to wind my good coils with. I printed out a form. I think I showed you this in the last video for a star coil or a star rodent coil, but I'm also going to finally wind these guys, and I'm going to do it the way Sky Collection does it. Does a layer, puts a cardboard border around it, does another layer cardboard border, and see how that works. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But I gotta set up something easier, like something where I can sit down and do it. Because right now I've got, oops, my stand just got connected. Sorry about that. My stand got caught on one of the barrel magnets down there. Anyway, this is what I have set up. And normally I would have my coil winding machine right here. And so I would, but I'm not going to do that with this. I'm going to take my time and, I'm going to try to take my time and do it right. So I don't know if this coil, if this is worth doing, if 160 turns, 24 gauge is good enough. I figured if I had 6 of these on a plate in a circle, and again, remember these guys, the magnets are going to be going vertical, or the poles are both north and south vertical, unlike this guy here. So I've got all these set up over here, and when I start spinning it, they all start spinning. Well, they all don't start spinning, but you know what I mean. I have like a symphony of magnets. I may work out something with these. I don't know. I think these are meant for very specific applications, and I don't know. I don't know if it'll work with this application. I think I should just stick to making decent coils of good size, something like this, but of course much better. That's a very old coil. That coil is about 14 years old. Something like that. A beautiful Sky Collection coil. And now that I look at it, I do see, ooh, it's kind of blurry. I do see the separation that he does. And I'm surprised I never noticed that before. The separation he does with the cardboard. Anyway, just spitballing some stuff out here. Let me know what you think. Ciao. Actually, really quick, now that I look at this, I don't think it's the right size. I think this needs to be wider and, maybe not as deep, but definitely wider and probably not as deep. This way I can really get in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to revamp this after my my rotor prints out. Well, actually, I'm just going to go over to Fusion now. And I know I have these saved. I'm going to pull it up and redo it and see what happens. I'll let you guys know. Ciao.